When life gives you plums, make brownies, but not these, because they really were not that great. Hence why I had to change them into something delicious. So here's what I did anyways to make the brownies. I took out all of the meat from the plums, added some dates, and blended that together. Then I blended or mixed all of my dry ingredients. And I will list this recipe for you if you want to make these brownies, or what we will turn them into. You have all the ingredients that you need. So mix all those dry ingredients together. Then I wanted the dry mix to be smooth, so I put it through a sifter so that any of those large clumps could come out and they wouldn't go into the brownies. Remember, at this point of filming, I thought I was making brownies, and that mixture there is just the plum and dates that we blended earlier. They kind of look like they're gonna be good, right? Wrong. So just pop those into the pan. And by the way, these aren't made with cocoa or cacao. They were made with carob. I think if they were made with cacao, they would have tasted way better. But carob is not a replacement for cacao, which is something that I've learned and had to learn time and time again. So here I was about to taste my brownie for the first time, and it just did not meet my expectations. It does look good though. I mean, they weren't terrible, but they definitely were not up to par. Were not something that I would have wanted. But this is the thing about when I quote unquote fail. I keep going, okay? You only fail when you stop trying. So let's make some ice cream out of these brownies, because since they lacked the sweetness that I needed, I decided that they would go great into some ice cream, and I would have a nice brownie almond butter ice cream. So I took some coconut milk, put it into a blender, added salt, honey, and vanilla. I used coconut milk this time, but actually it would have been better to use coconut cream. Coconut cream has more of that richness, which really gets that ice cream texture and flavor. But I whipped it up in the blender. Make sure that it's cold coconut milk or cream. What I did with those brownies was basically just chop them up and put them in a Ziploc and put them in the freezer. Boom. Now we have chunks that will go into our ice cream, which actually will be delicious. Just mix all of that together. Add a bit of honey for sweetness. Mix, mix, mix. And here I'm putting the parchment paper into this loaf pan, which I love making ice cream in a loaf pan because it's really easy to just scoop out, and I don't know, I just love it. Here I'm adding in the almond butter. I love almond butter, and I definitely added a lot, which was the point. I would say I did not measure for the ice cream, okay? I was just like, let me do what my heart says. And the almond butter was definitely more than half a cup, but around half a cup. So then just set that in the freezer for 4 to 6 hours, at least 4 hours, and look at all those almond butter swirls. Oh, so good. This came out amazing. I had it in the freezer for a long time, so it was kind of hard to get my scrapes, but once I got my scoops, I tried it and it was so delicious. So always turn your quote unquote failures into success by keeping going. See you next time.